Hey everybody, Gears here, and it is a whopping 76 degrees here right now. We got Harrison Ford bombing us over ahead somewhere. There he is. And over here, it's 11:30 in the morning, and this is just about dry now. I'm going to give it another half hour to let a couple spots that are still a little red settle down. But just preliminarily, this deck, just a little more buildup in there. These two sides, it looks like I may need to push this one up just a little. Up in here, take some out to get that balanced, but we'll take a look at that in another video. Up here, this is really nice. Looks like a mess right now. However, we come here, follow that angle down, and that's about as far as I can see. And that is pretty symmetrical now. So as long as I don't take too much off when I sand that, that'll be good. All of this in here is just a matter of smoothing it out. All in here, oh, this guy. I just put a bunch of super glue in here to stabilize the area. It was really squishy. All around it is pretty rock solid, but this one spot, so apparently water has been dripping in there for a while, and it just totally soaked all the inside. There might be a couple other spots that have happened as well. So once this cures, maybe half an hour, I'll give it an hour. I'll layer some Ava's epoxy on there just below this surface, and then skim over it and keep going from there. Up here, just about half an hour ago maybe, I filled in most all of the rest of the ramp. I damaged the plastic when I did that, so I took this out, pushed the walls in a little. Otherwise they would have caught some overhang and locked this into place. So right now I can take this out nice and easy, but there is still a bit of a gap going on in there. And I do need to do this section on the next pass. But overall, that's going to be the idea of how it works out. And putting this back in was just to make sure that the walls were set as good as they could be. Yeah, so sanding on this paint, and I could be ready to put a checkerboard across it to take some measurements. Over in here, I just might hit this today, definitely this week, definitely the fender this week. A little bit of there to do, the inside of that door I need to sand a little. And this guy here, the engine spike is sitting outside. One thing I've been considering is taking out this point here and carving it flush, so the, yeah, it's tough. I like this kind of swoop to it, but that would be, I don't know, it's not necessarily more accurate, but it would be different, and I think following this flat plane going into that rather than extending this curve into a flat plane would be better, but I don't know. Having this extra space might actually be better for stability for the thing overall, actually. So I'll think about that for a while. Otherwise, it's taking a Dremel sanding wheel and just cutting into that until it's all nice and carved up flat. These guys keep getting a little more Ava's epoxy every time. They're getting a good weight to them. You wouldn't want these breaking loose in the mold while the rubber is curing and have it floating. That would be a big waste of the silicone. So I think that's it. I'm in between tasks now, so we'll see how it goes in the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.